How does electric mobility work? Electric mobility means using electricity-powered vehicles for transportation. As we mentioned in previous video, there are a lot of public transportation options that are already electrified, but most are connected directly to the power grid. Real electric mobility is having on-board battery pack that supplies the vehicle's electric motor. As we have familiarized ourselves by now, trends are moving away from fossil fuel engines and towards electric motors. Another thing is that tomorrow's cars will have an increasing number of electronic systems on board, which means automakers will have to rethink entire structure for hardware and software, and after all, the entire idea of a car. Which already happened by Tesla Motors. They compare a car with a smartphone. Future vehicles are to become sort of robots on wheels, with computers as brains, battery pack as an energy source, an electric motor as a power source that does not take much space. This means that electric mobility does not just replace one energy source for another. It rather impacts the entire automotive industry and traffic infrastructure. But this pulls behind adjustment to the electricity and road infrastructure. Real trend for the future mobility are electric vehicles that use renewable energy sources and help protect the environment. Such vehicles will often be incorporated in car-sharing systems, which means they will be driven a lot more frequently than today's cars, where many remain parked for the most part of the day. The goal for the future of mobility is the intelligent networking of rail, road, and air traffic flows. From power supplies to rail and road traffic control systems, rail vehicles for local, regional, and long-distance transport, and even a broad range of solutions for airports. Did you know, for example, Vienna is now very successfully operating the first electric bus fleet in Europe? In addition, Siemens, for example, is not only promoting electric mobility on land, but also on water and in air. It is working with Norwegian shipyard Fjellstrand, which is developing the technology for the world's first electrically powered car ferry. Ultimately, new ideas for electric mobility have to be affordable to customers if they are to succeed. However, experience has shown that certain users are quite willing to pay a higher price for them in the beginning. Electric cars can be made even more attractive through the establishment of favorable conditions such as dedicated lanes, reserved parking spaces, and tax incentives. Finally, competition is always good for innovation, and the more the market develops, the more costs will decline and the more people there will be who will choose to purchase a vehicle with an alternative drive system. Facts. Early adopters is the name for users that are willing to purchase electric vehicles and accept the challenge of pioneering the electric mobility. Today, driving and car ownership is less of a status symbol, and young people can more easily connect with each other via technology, which doesn't require a car. Test your knowledge. Compare electric car with something you use every day and elaborate. Are there any other electric vehicles besides trains, buses, and cars already used in praxis? What kind of electric vehicle is a real trend for the future? Which European city adopted electric bus fleet? A. London, B. Paris, C. Oslo, D. Berlin, E. Vienna.